In this video net interview, I'm speaking with Francois Pogadala, CEO at ADB. Hello, Francois.
Hi.
We've heard about the connected home for a long time now, and it really does look like the concept is now becoming reality, and these products really are being connected in the home.
Yeah, that's true. As a consumer, I'm definitely happy that this is happening finally, because I think this is a really good value proposition for the consumers in the way of using television on more and more devices. And but not only this, it's also about using the television to watch something else than pure television on the main screen. So bringing their music content or personal videos or photos, and all this is becoming integrated in a very neat manner.
And are the operators looking to achieve this possibly without new devices? We've heard about a trend to sort of maybe make use of the CE equipment that's in the home already.
Well, I think it's undeniable that the operators cannot control all the consumer devices that are at people's home. So iPads, iPhones, and what have you, all sorts of tablets or PCs and these kind of platforms. So the approach that we're taking, and I think meets the market, is to combine all of these heterogeneous platforms into one gateway to content, if I may call it that way. That is the interface between the user and ultimately the content that they want to watch.
Okay, and at IBC you've launched the ADB Virtual Gateway, which is a kind of what it says, a software gateway without putting a box in the home. I mean, can you tell me a bit more about that?
Sure. Well, the basic idea of this is that when you think in terms of a gateway between the user and his content, we're trying not to take it from the let's invent another piece of hardware standpoint. There's a lot of hardware out there, and the consumers have very precise ideas on what they want to use and what they don't want to use. So what we wanted to do is make sense of this hardware, whether television related or mobile, datacom or communications related. And to make use of this, what we found out was the best way was through software. So don't force the consumer or the operator to deploy yet another piece of equipment in the home, but use what's out there. And what's out there is tons of computing power. It's a lot of open standards, and it's connectivity over IP using technologies such as DLNA. So all based around open standards and connecting various devices one to the other.
And do consumers want to use they've got nice products like iPhones and iPads. Do they want to use them as part of the TV experience?
I certainly do. There's no question that having an iPhone or an iPad or a portable device such as a PC, I want to be able to use that as well to watch television. So I'm not saying that tomorrow the main TV screen is going to be replaced by these portable devices, but they're definitely a value adder in terms of a pay TV service.
Okay, I mean, is it likely that you could, watch some of the DVR listings on one device and then watch them on the TV? I mean, is it really a sort of a complementary thing?
Yeah, not only this, it's a reality, as a matter of fact. So we're doing this. You can also access the guides. You can also use one of these devices, such as an iPhone, as a remote control for your main TV screen. So the idea is really to allow the user to fluidly manipulate the content over the various pieces of gear that they have in their home through these open standard protocols, and just by using smart software, which is a lot of out there.
Okay, and is there a need for Multiroom TV as well? Can you deliver that with the
yes, of course. So the Multiroom TV, Multiroom DVR option is kind of core inside this experience. Yes.
And it can support the Carbo user interface as well that you already have.
Yeah. So Carbo is built on top of the virtual gateway, so it fully supports that. And the virtual gateway actually is a layer that sits a little bit below the user interface, and that makes sense of all the hardware that is in the home.
And I believe you've won an award at IBC for the Carbo for the best interactive TV service and application.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. That was we're quite happy about this. Also because it proves the point again that ADB is a little bit of a different company. So we're not just a hardware maker. We really are delivering a set of solutions for digital TV, whether it's at the UI layer or the middleware layer, or also on the hardware layer.
Okay, and I believe you've got a term for a hybrid set-top box that's more than just hybrid, it's 3 dimensions, so we're going into tri-bit world now.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the next step of our hybrid, which would be like double reception methods. Now we've introduced this platform which is receiving content from satellite, terrestrial or IP sources, and which also, by the way, won an award yesterday.
Okay, and is that a unique case, or are we going to see more operators who need all 3?
I think it's going to be more and more. The sources of content are many. The ecosystems is also very complex. So you may have free terrestrial digital television offerings being broadcast at the same places where pay TV operators have a cable or an IP or a satellite operation. So it does make sense for the operator to actually be capable of proposing also what's available out there in the free domain on their own pay platforms.
Okay, and finally, are we moving into a world where it's so much more complex that you just need to integrate things more tightly than in the past?
Yes, well, I think the integration, or more the care that is taken to the interfaces between the various devices has to increase. So I really think that this is the time for being very respectful of open standards, implementing probably the norms, coming up with proper specifications, and 3D TV is no different. For example, I really believe that there's going to be a big step forward when 3D TV will be standardized in terms of broadcasting methods, in terms of encoding. So we have to move into these directions.
Okay, all right. Well, Francois, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Diego.
Nice to meet you again.
Thanks.